Hello, it is Wednesday the 14th of January 2026 at 11:34 p.m. Today was a really uninteresting day, but it honestly was interesting. I had one of those days where we just sort of chill at home. I refreshed my bangs, I made them shorter again, and I just started doing my makeup for fun. I miss doing that. I feel like I don't know, I don't really do that as much. I used to just spend days in my room just doing my makeup for no reason, but did it again today. Honestly, really proud. It looks like it's harder to pick up on this camera, but it's like gray in and then like highlight. I don't know. I like it. I think it looks gaggy. I want to take some photos of it. I don't know. Post it maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I want to start posting more. I just want to start taking more photos. I need some for my style. I want that to be I merged my styling account with my main account just so that I can have my personal style also be a part of my portfolio and hopefully land more jobs. We will see. I think it's really fun. I also just don't have the time or effort to maintain two separate accounts. I understand separating business from personal life is probably better, but I think when my personal style is also a huge thing in my day-to-day life as it is to my business stuff, then I sort of want to merge them together, so that people can see exactly who I am and the things that I do style on a regular basis instead of just specific shoots that I've done, which I think is really fun. I need to do more shoots. I need to reach out to more people. I need to get hired more. Hey guys, if you need a stylist, I'm here. But yeah, I just I don't know, it was gaggy. I have this hat actually I was looking at today. Literally never wear it. Oh, I think it's back to front. It is back to front. Never wear it. It's Jaded London from ages ago. I think it's cute. Maybe I'll leave it on for the rest of the video. It's cute. It's really big though, but honestly work. I like how you can also bring the sides up. I like big hats. I need to find more big hats. I feel like I have a really long head. My head is really long, so finding hats that actually fit my head type is really hard because they're not long enough for my head, so then they by proxy make my head look even longer than it is, and I really hate it. It irks me so much. I think it's devil's work, and it makes me genuinely which is really sad because I always see so many cute hats, but I just can't buy them because they just don't fit and they just don't look as good. But it's okay. I love seeing people in hats, so hopefully, I mean, when the time's right, I'll find one when I find one, and when I will, it will be gorgeous and amazing. I need to save money though, so I probably shouldn't be buying much clothes. I feel like I actually don't buy that many clothes. I have bought a lot of clothes actually in the past year, but I don't shop often. It's just when I do shop, I buy quite a few items at once, but I feel like that for me, it just means that I'm saving more time. But I probably should just buy small pieces more frequently because I like collecting things. I collect a lot of things, just random tidbits and whatnot, like figures and stuff, posters. I have so many posters, but I low-key want more. I want to start laying the posters over the top of each other just so it's way more chaotic. Right now, they're all very just grid, they have their own moment, and that's nice, but I want to get more posters. I want to have I want to put posters on my roof so that I can look up at them when I'm lying down. I think that's really cool. I see photos of people doing that. Actually, I see one photo of someone doing that and I thought it was sick. And it was actually really sad though because it was this guy I followed on Instagram and he has amazing style. And so I was like, okay, perfect, because I follow people for style and not actually specifically for who they are. There's a few bands, especially, and K-pop girl groups that I follow, and I don't listen to any of their music, but I purely follow them for their style, and then I follow the stylist as well, obviously, and then find new like bands and stuff, because I feel like obviously different groups and like bands have certain concepts, so like the styling is different and it varies, and it just shows the different types of work that the stylists do. And I was really upset because I saw this one stylist and they were posting job application, and I wanted to do it to help them, except it's based in Korea and you have to speak Korean. I'm not fully fluent in Korean. I know some words, I know how to read and write, but I do not know enough to like even have a conversation, let alone like work there, which I think is upsetting. I mean, I can have like a really basic conversation like how are you, but I don't know. I need to learn more. That's what I'm saying. I feel like there's so many more job opportunities in other countries compared to where I live. I mean, I do live in Australia and there are job opportunities, but they're much more commercial. Like basically all the jobs here are either like indie stuff that doesn't pay a living salary, and a lot of it is TFP, which is like trading, like trade for print. So like I give my services for exposure and just to have as my portfolio, and like vice versa. um and then the ones that are actually paid is very commercial and like basic. Obviously there are smaller brands and stuff that do have really cool and creative stuff, but I don't know, I feel like most of the job opportunities are in other countries, which is why I'm moving. I'm not staying here. By the end of this year, hopefully, if I can get my money up, then I will be in a different country. I'll be in France. Going to France. If not, I'll go next year. I really hope I don't have to go next year, but money's tight at the moment. The economy is horrible. The economy is messed up. The job market is messed up. Everything is messed up. I think it's insane and it's scary. But yeah, no, I just like love fashion and styling and all these stylists I love following. I feel like I was talking about something before, but I sort of forgot. I also love like fur that does this where it goes dark at the tips. I think it's just really fun and adds more thing. I said this before and I'll say it again. I think fur is coming back. It's going to be a thing. People, especially like huge fur coats. And I'm not talking like, oh, just like a fur coat. Like, like I'm talking like really long, almost full length, like full on fur coats, like big, thick. I'm seeing them. I've seen a few people post in them, like not too often, but I think it's going to become a trend, or at least like a micro trend. I definitely think it will have a moment though. I think fur will be seen a lot more. But honestly, it's like crazy because I think if anyone does partake in this trend that I am predicting, I want to do it because I think it just is sick. I love fur. I have two furs at my mom's house. One of them's broken and the other one's cheetah print, so I don't really wear it. But I need to get that to a tailor because I don't want to mess up the fur. But anyways, I feel like if people do it, I really hope it is like vintage furs, because obviously animal rights, don't be making new furs, but also for faux fur, it is actually just horrible for the environment because it's all plastic and like microplastics, and the specific style of it is just really bad for the environment. Obviously, fast fashion, I am so anti it. I think that's my only rule I have in fashion is like just no fast fashion. As long as you're buying sustainably, um, and just buying things that you will actually like prolong, like that will live a long life. Like I think that's another thing that people need to start doing. And I really hope it is like not even a trend. I hope it's just a mindset people go into. It's not just specifically fall into trends that are very of the moment. Think about longevity of things, please, guys. Like I urge you. But obviously this is my own thing. Like at the end of the day, buy what you want. I just personally hate how much waste we have in the fashion industry. And that's why it's like it's double-edged swords. I want to go into fashion. I want to be working with newer stuff. Obviously I also want to be working with vintage stuff. I want to mix. But it's like I don't want to be contributing to the waste. So obviously for every job that I've done at the moment, it has all been eco-friendly. So whether the clothes are repurposed textiles or the clothes are actually just like thrift finds and whatnot, which I think is good. Obviously I have worked with some newer pieces, but I think for the most part I try my best to be like environmentally friendly. I think that's something we need to start caring more about. Obviously people start talking about it, but I feel like there's a lot of things in our day-to-day lives that we can do and change that will help the environment, because yeah, it's like getting messed up. Global warming's a thing. Why do you think it was so hot like last week, it was so hot and it was so scary because whoa, like 42 degrees. I actually can't deal with hot weather. I'm a cold person through and through. You can always add more layers, you can always be more warm, but like when you're hot, you can't keep taking off clothes. I don't want to have to walk around in public in a bikini just so I can feel like somewhat comfortable. And then also the sunburn. I get like sunburn really easily, but my sunburn like lasts a week and then it's tan. My skin is tan and it does not go away for months. And it's like really annoying because sometimes I actually don't want to be tan. Sometimes I like grew up and I used to obsess being tan because both my sisters and my brother are very like they have olive skin and they tan so easy and they're so like dark and like brown, and like a lot of people thought that my sisters were like mixed race and stuff when I was a kid. But they're not. They just tan insanely easily and have like the best genetics for like sun for Australia because obviously the sun is like huge here. So like that they're not getting any like skin problems. Touch wood. They're not getting any skin problems. But for me, I got all my mom's genes. I got all the British genes. I do not do well in the sun. Obviously, I can hold a tan, so I do have that. But I don't know. I don't like it. Like I used to want to be really tan like them as a kid, but now I'm like sort of just coming into my own, comfortable in my own skin, and I low-key like being pale, and sometimes I want to be paler. I don't know. It's crazy. Sometimes, I don't know. But I think it's gaggy. I mean, I hate the sun. I hate burns because they actually just like full body hurt. And I burn really easy and I have to buy like extremely strong sunscreen. But yeah, global warming is a thing, guys. Do not support the earth. Anyways, yeah, I really love this hat. Love this makeup. You like can't even tell like the depth of it, which is really annoying, but I will be posting a photo, hopefully, if I can take a cute one. Anyways, video is getting long. Thank you. Bye.